Unresponsive, good night, good country, that clings like burrs to my pant legs. I stand unwandering in a modest forest and call my friends names, thinking I'm making a joyful noise to some private lord, waking him when he needs sleep. My pals respectfully refrain from answering. Accidental wisdom. Frustration is joy's truest cry. Mike, your colleagues don't like you. Your self-reliance accuses them. Greg, how could you have killed young Hitler when you can't even kill your own inner life? Shelley at the clothesline, tattered sheets of sky flap in your face. Peter, remember the day I gave you my stick because you'd forgotten your white cane? What was I doing downtown with a stick? Ding, I still smell the tiger balm you rubbed on my upper lip, scaring a cold off. Jeff, remember the time we gave false names at Blondie's Pizza, then stood there deaf and hungry, while a bearded child called, "Ginsberg, Kerouac." That's what's happening here. Unpredictable. I wish he were as predictable as the coded decrees of the God of unintended consequences. I know he'll want me to see his roots sometime before the year is ours, but I can't say whether it will be before, during, or after meteor showers our crops depend on. He'll want me to live with his roots, be intimate with them, be their water and nutrition, for he wants me to know them without renouncing photosynthesis. He doesn't mind that I won't see his uprearing trunk, his air roots with their freedom flags, his leaves in their amphitheater, with their costume changes singing of ambivalence and the two types of death, perennial and final. He doesn't mind because sometime, no one knows when, I will turn him upside down as my grandmother turned flowers she deemed worthy of drying, as my grandfather, the obstetrician, turned newborns who seemed prone to flying. Vessel. Too long since I threw the fridge door open wide and heard from inside the crisper the muffled sound of onions singing a shanty about a plucky vessel. Since I cracked the freezer door, letting out a faint ballad, the doom of the Endeavor and the rescue of her men. Since you and I talked about the first wine and its first vessel, the unlikelihood of their being, the miracle of their meeting, the sweetly comical trial and error as each guessed at its role. Too many days without the pleasure of pronouncing vessel, the lower lip teasing the 8 and 9 incisors, the sibilant blowing the soft vowel into the liquid L. I can't even recall the last time you answered the door and I hollered, "Who is it?" And you bellowed over your shoulder up the stairs, "I don't know, but she appears to be a vessel of goodwill," which was a relief. Or, "He is clearly a vessel of peril," which was exciting. Will we ever again pray in a becalmed vessel, or kiss in a vessel redolent of apples? Isn't it time we took out the vessels in the closet, divested them of their newspaper, washed, dried, and polished them with every vessel-loving inch of our flesh?
From the road, from a distance, the fire must be thrilling. You could think it's a choir, the sound of all this killing. Metals turning into liquid, running like rivers through the streets. Clouds turning into dragons, raining down fiery sleet. When she turned and looked, what did she hope to see? Was she fascinated by the sign of misery? Did she hope that her house would somehow escape the fire? Did she want one last glimpse of the man who ignited her desire? Why have we come to this mountain, forsaking our youthful line. No hope of finding a lover, no hope of becoming a wife. The men of Zoar handsome, with arms like twisted vines. All we have is this old man and the sour taste of wine. The city was razed to the ground, a woman turned into salt. Many centuries later, they said that it was my fault. Once there was a time people could understand, giving shelter to a stranger